Hello Capricorns, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading going from the 18th through to the 24th of November. This is a momentous week for you. For me, we're us Capricorns. I'm going to be doing a live collective reading for the changing of Pluto from Capricorn to Aquarius on the 19th of, so that'll be on Tuesday the 19th. You'll get notification about it once you're subscribed. If you click notifications, you'll get a notification on the community page. Yes, so be there. Also, we're going to be doing, we've got a Zoom room 2025 reading for Capricorns. If you want to be part of that, if you want to be part of the reading, the 2025 reading, you'll be able to ask a question, and we'll be able to pull some cards on those questions as well. So yeah, you can reserve that as well, linked in the description below. Okay, if you haven't seen the energy update, please do go and have a look at it. The energy is good for you at the moment, Capricorns. It's really playing into Capricorn's sort of favour in a way. Let's just see anyway what's going on with your energies this week here. Let's just see with the Astroflower. Let's get the messages that are coming off from you. It's like a fountain. It's really beautiful. It's like a fountain that's been under pressure. It's like, you know, the fountains you get like in Las Vegas, you know, where they get the water shorts and go zoom, zoom, all over the place, and then you get this amazing. It's like there's a build up of pressure, and it's like kind of going ring. Really beautiful energy that's coming out. Certainly on your relationship side, it's like at last, it's like you're a plant and the sprinkler system has been put on. You're out there in the hot sun and you're kind of going, I can really do with some water. And the sprinkler system has been put on, and it's just like kind of going, yeah, that's perfect. It's exactly what I want. On your financial side, it's like from the past, there's a really defined way of doing things, or defined project or business plan you've got, or business that you've been working on. It may not have been working beautifully up till now, but it certainly looks like it's really definedly put into place, and it's like there's no going back. You know what I mean? This is, you know, like Gandalf, sort of like, you shall not pass sort of scenario. That's the sort of energy that comes off of it. But in the future part, and this is where I think you're really looking forward, I think you've got a lot of confidence within yourself, within what you do as a in life, and that confidence there is now being channeled into exploring the possibilities within your life. And I think there are great possibilities for you at the moment, and you should be able to feel it. You should really feel this buzz. And then the thing is, that's only energy. It depends on what you're going to do with that energy. That's the thing. So you have to be applied in it. You can't just allow energy to do everything. You know, energy will help you, but you've got to put your one foot in front of the other, as it were. And I feel that this is what's happening for you. Ding! Judgment. This is beautiful, Capricorn. This is ascension. This is that whole sort of like, you know, that sort of like fountain, as I say. It's a fountain of light that's coming through you. That's just like really exploding out. And this is on both within your financial side as on your relationship side. Really, really good for you, Capricorn. Really good for you. And you should feel that. You should feel that vibration that is within you. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. The karmic path here is, it's like it's sort of saying, I know how to be in a relationship. I know what love is. I know, and I love love and everything like that. But I know how I want it. And you know, there's only one way to bake a cake. You know, it depends on the volumes of the ingredients that you put in. But generally, you know, egg, flour, milk, and the butter, and a bit of sugar, or a bit of honey, I would say, more than sugar, and you know, you're laughing. You know, and then there's variations on that, but it's almost as if like the karmic path is also saying, I know what I want, and I'm going after it. On the connection to the universe, very, very open here, and it's like you're strolling out into a marketplace in blazing sunshine, and it's like as if to sort of say, and yes, I'm here. I'm exactly where I want to be. And that's what the feeling I get out of that sort of side. On the past self is putting out there. I think this is being very sympathetic to the world around you. You know, where I think Capricorn's been through some hard times, right? Really hard times over the last 15 years, to be honest. You know, and it hasn't turned you bitter. That's the best thing about it. And this is what's going to give you that weight, authority within the world around you, because you haven't allowed it to turn you bitter, basically. In your future self, there's perfumes, there's flowers, there's hearts, it's just like, you know, it's almost like the sound of music, you know, running across the fields singing, basically. Really, really nice. I like that. What's the lesson? Free at last. God Almighty, we're free at last. What was that? Who was it? Martin Luther King, wasn't it? You know, we're free at last. You know, it was that famous speech, I have a dream, you know, and he ends on, we're free at last. And it's like, you've got to get used to that habit, you know. And last week you had to hold your nerve because it got a bit shaky. This week that's just gone through here, that we've just gone through here, a little bit shaky this week here. But it's next week here is all of a sudden everything becomes possible. You know, everything becomes possible. Look at your karmic path. Your karmic path is to experience that beautiful love. I think you and life is offering to the rest of the world, sort of saying, this is a beautiful connection to life. And you're offering just pure love. And it could be to another person, it could be to your family, your friends, it could be to the world, could be just to your spiritual path, whatever it is. There's a beautiful symbiosis, real sort of synergy between you and the world that is around you. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. On the universe, you get the 8 of Wands. Yeah, it's you're out there, it's connecting with other people. There's loads of communication, there's a focal point, there's a real sort of brightness about you. I think you're also bringing a message as well at the same time. It's got to be said. So everything you've been through, and I think this is what, it hasn't turned you bitter. And I think you're bringing a message, and it's communicating, chatting with people, engaging. And look at that from the past. It hasn't turned you bitter. You only have love to give, Capricorn. And this is absolutely beautiful with your judgment that comes in there as well. You're really sort of owning it. You're really sort of owning your future. Absolutely beautiful for you. And yeah, I think you know how to love. And this is what you're communicating to the world around you. You're communicating that knowing that is everything. And then you have the Empress energy. It's making you incredibly attractive. You know, as a male, seeing pregnant women is very, it's a beautiful experience just to see someone pregnant. You know, and as for a male, you find it attractive, not in a physical way, but attractive in the sort of sense of, yeah, that's life sort of thing. And I think this is what's happening here. I think you are giving birth to something completely new here, Capricorn, and you're combining all the elements together, and you're owning your future through your emotional control of the situation, and it works so well for you. Believe it. Free at last. You are free at last, completely at one with yourself. Gee whiz, Capricorn, you know, if love was in the air, it certainly is this week. You know what I mean? It's so good for you, Capricorn. Oh, wow. You know, it's really good, really good. Emotionally, it's absolutely fantastic for you. Absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. Let's see what's going on your financial side. Let's see what's happening there. On your karmic path here, it's almost as I get the message here that it's like the karmic path is almost sort of saying, I thought I already told you. I know. I am what I am in my social life as I am in my business. I'm straight, I'm up, I'm enjoying it. I know what I need, I know what I want. And you know, it's just this knowing, you know it. It's what this judgment's all about. This judgment card is all about. Absolutely blinding for you. So yeah, it's sort of saying, I know. And this is where it comes from, the solidness. And the universe here and the universal connections is bringing a lot into your life. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get like a real big offer. And almost like a surprise offer. It's almost like if you're in a job, you haven't applied for a promotion, but a promotion gets offered to you. That sort of thing. Or you pick up a contract for your business without even really trying. It's just like, it's also it's like your reputation precedes you in a way, sort of scenario. And in the past self here, you're never going to forget the hard work that you've did to get to where you are. And I think it's testament to you as well, Capricorn, the hard work that you've been through in order to get to where you are. You stick at it. No doubt about it, Capricorn. If any sign really does stick at it, you really do. Let's see what your future self is here. I get like a Fabergé egg, you know, like a golden egg. It's like a golden egg. But it's much more than that. It's like the giver of life. It's almost a little bit like that. The Empress card there. It's a golden egg of life, and it's not just one thing. It's a golden egg. This could well be this opportunity that's coming in for you. Here, Carpus Diem, seize the day. Seize the day, Capricorn. This is what I mean about the energy is working really well for you, and we'll look at that in a minute. And pull some cards on that. But generally, for you, it's about you putting that first foot forward and really going after what you want. You know, that's the lesson you should be looking out on. Emperor cards. Empress on your relationship side. Divine counterparts. But the divine counterpart is you. And you control your physical sphere through, as an emperor, that he controls his empire through the physical side of life. The Empress controls it through the emotional side of life. And this is all about you really sitting in your power. And you are ascending here. Really are ascending, Capricorn. Wow. From the connection from the universe, as I said, I think your reputation precedes you. I think you've done a huge amount of work. You've put a lot of things in place, and now it's the time to activate those things. And I think here is like, because of the solid work you've done, and you've taken on a lot of charge on this, I think this is where people are going to recognize you as being very solid and reliable. And this is where you get the contract, as it were, from the outside world. There's an offer that's coming into you that not only frees you up and unburdens you from having to do, unburdens a lot, releases that energy and allows you to really explode into your future in a really beautiful way. And from your past self, you get the Ace of Wands. Yes, I think there's something that maybe you've been running a business for some time, you may not have had the success, but it's been a very passionate journey for you. And I think this passion of what you've been doing is coming back to the surface. It's coming back to you because there's no stopping you now. There's no stopping you now. There's a song in there. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. That's what it's all about. Don't stop you now. Just don't stop, Capricorn. Really don't stop. In the future, something that you're not scared of and you do enjoy, work. Good quality work. There's a big offering. As I said, it's like an egg. And, you know, this sign here, this card here, you can see all of these sort of like elements that come through. There are the different types of elements of work, basically. And you seem to be working on all fronts. It's like you're really in demand. Your business could be in demand. Your career could be in demand. And I think this is why I said, like, it's an egg. I think it's a way of being that's actually bringing you in huge results. And in your lessons for the week is you get the strength card. Being strong and true to it, to who you are. Getting rid of all those doubts, owning it, and really implementing that. Implementing your empowerment more than anything else. Going to be absolutely brilliant for you, Capricorn. I think this is a very, very steady path for you on your financial side. Okay, so let's just bring up the sun and see what's going on there for you. So here's the sun here. This is what's the energies that have been coming through. Here we see is the coronal holes. We did talk about it in the energy update, and it's been pretty much on the radar for the last couple of weeks. It's now fully installed. You can also see some more coronal holes that are coming through. But we've also had the filament energies, which is water energy. So coronal holes, these things here, are earth energies. And then you have these filament energies, which is one is erupting at the base there. You'll see it in a second. There's a big eruption on the base. We went into the major different sides of the water energy that comes out of filament energies. And different eruptions give different types of emotion. We went into that in the energy update. If you want to see it, you'll find it on our channel. And you can see this eruption just happening here, the filament eruption, there it goes, it just released there in a very beautiful way. And this is about having control, emotional control over the situation from within you. And because it's released in a very controlled fashion. But there has been some explosive filament eruptions as well, but not in the direction of the earth. Not in the direction of us, outside. So there might be things that are exploding in the world around you, but you've got to stay calm, you've got to stay true and focused on where you're going. And I think that blows really well. And here we can see this here, these filament eruptions. This is one that came off of the sun just in front of you, front of the earth. And you can see how there's a real sort of like eruption that comes off at the end and at the other end. It was a real ripping of that energy. So there may be a bit of explosive energy that's going on around you at the moment, but you've got to stay calm and true to it. So let's have a look at the elements and see how that's playing in for you. We're looking at mainly the earth and water, the combination of the two. First thing you'll notice about your sign is obviously there's actually no earth in the middle of you because you're one of these full signs. We're a full sign. We've actually got more emotions in us than we do have physical stuff. Okay, but our waters run really deep because if you look at your base, you've got nothing but water on every single petal. Well, there is obviously air on this side here as well, and you get a bit of fire on this side here that comes in from Aries as well. But this air energy, which we've been talking about for the past sort of 2 or 3 weeks, is now dissipating, and we're moving into action. That we went into that in the energy update. So this is all about going from this to this, from this to this, and look what you've got coming in here. You've got that mutable water that comes in from Pisces, and you've got that fixed water that comes in from Scorpio. So we're going to be pulling a few cards on this section here and see what that transition is between the two. But the reason it works well for you is because you've got that earth at the top, that corona holes, and you've got that water at your base, the filament energies. So it's playing beautifully into a rhythm that corresponds fine for you. So let's just bring up your cards again and see what we're looking at. So we're looking at the conversion between the Lover's card and the Empress card on your relationship side. And we're looking at the conversion between that old inspirational idea that you've started on for some time already, and now how you're going to work it and get it get to fruition for your future, get to the results basically, and what sort of work you have to do, and what sort of how the energies are going to be helping you. So let's start a little bit on the relationship side more than anything else. You got the Knight of Pentacles, steady but sure, like Capricorn, very much a Capricorn card, I think, as more than anything else. Steady but sure, planting seeds for your future. And I think that's what you're doing now. You're really going into the idea of loving life, basically loving life. And look at that, the Ten of Cups, happiness after difficulty, and you're planting the seeds of those happiness as you go on. Free at last, God Almighty, we're free at last. Great for you, Capricorn. Really great for you. Let's just see what's going on the financial side and see what happens on that sort of side. Queen of Cups. This is very good. This is about you being emotionally engaged in life, and allowing that vibrant energy that you do have, because it comes out of that. It comes out of a real passion, and you own it, and you're feeling very sure about it. So allow that emotion to really flow into your financial world, because it's going to bring you the results. It's going to open lots of doors for you. 9 of Swords. Saying goodbye to the woes and worries of what you've been having to burden in the past. It's finished. It's over. You own it. You are owning your future, and you're saying goodbye to that. I think that's what the energies are saying here. Saying, do not worry, do not fret, allow your emotions to fly and flow. When you do, that's when you're going to open some really beautiful doors for you going forward. There you go, Capricorn. Absolutely brilliant. Don't forget about your 2025 Zoom Room Energy Tarot reading. The link's in the description. Be lovely to see you there. You can ask questions on loads of different topics. Could be on the cards, could be on the energies, could be on the solar energies, could be on the aura or the chakras, whichever you wish to sort of like ask your question about. And we can put a few cards on it. It'd be a great time to be had by all. Okay? Yes. I will see you soon, either on the energy update or here. Thanking you very much for all the support you give to this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.